start.
Hello everyone, I'm Nadyla from the State University of Semarang, also known as UNAS. I'm majoring in English Literature and I'm in the third semester. Today, along with my friends, we will have a small discussion. Guys, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Nissa Aurellia Putri from UNES. You can call me Nissa. And to be honest, we all come from the same university and the same class. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. By the way, hi, I am Safinatun Nikmah, or Fina for short. I am from UNESCO, just like Nissa said before. Then Triana, your turn.
Hello, I'm Triana Cahyaningtyas from UNES. Just call me Triana. It's such an honor that I can participate in this discussion.
Me too. I'm glad that I can participate in this discussion. I'm Alula Sakinah, but people usually call me Alula. I'm from UNES and all of us are from the same class. It's English Literature B.
Alright, guys, thank you for your introduction. Let's start our discussion now. The topic that we are going to discuss today is: does technology connect us more or isolate us more? And why do we feel that way? Well, what do you think about it, Nisa? We would like to hear your opinion.
I think technology connects us more. There are many platforms or parts of technology that connect people, like social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and many more. By using this platform, we can feel more connected to the world.
That's a good opinion. We use those kind of platforms to communicate, right? I can see where you're coming from. However, what about if we want to get information? Could technologies facilitate us to seek it? Because to feel more connected, shouldn't one know what's going on in the world?
Yes, that's right, Dilla. So as far as I know, there are two types of technology: communication technology and informational technology. We can easily get information from online news, television, or radio. Like I said before, there are many kinds of social media such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We could easily find any kind of information from social media. For example, in Instagram, there is an account called turtle.id that provide information with good illustration from hot foods and basically everything that happening worldwide, but information from Indonesia is more specific. But please beware of hoax. There are a lot of irresponsible people that spread false information. Turtle.id is one of many accounts that provide valid information.
Hmm, is there anything else?
Of course, we can also find more benefits of technology. For example, BLM movement or Black Lives Matter movement. People all around the world can join this movement and share their ideas or their feelings related to this kind of problem. This Black Lives Matter also made the community enthusiastic about helping via donation or signed petition.
Wow, that's awesome. But how did technology affect this movement? We would like to know more. Could you please elaborate?
Of course, I would like to. I think because of technology, a lot of people participate in this movement. I mean, people from around the world know about this movement from technology in the first place, and after they know about this movement, they felt empathic to black people in the US about struggles they have to face just because of their skin color. So then it made them participate in this movement by donating and signing petition, which they did through technology for more detailed information. I think it is wise to ask Savina.
Thank you, Nisa. What a great explanation. And also, I think you're right. We should ask Safina for more detailed information. Safina, do you have any data about this movement?
Yes, I have. Based on an article from Forbes, technology's role in driving progress in Black Lives Matter or BLM, posted on 30 July 2020, it said, by technology, people could see the BLM movement has gained momentum, most notably the death of George Floyd on May 25, that has led to protests in the United States and abroad. And then Kimberly Johnson, the chief operating officer of Fannie Mae, mentioned that technology has been a key ingredient in awakening people to the current set of issues. Technology broaden the horizons and generate power for company. That's it, Nadyla.
Thank you, Safinah, for the data. However, with the current situation, the whole COVID-19 pandemic that affects all of us, what do you think about how it really affects us, Nisa?
Before the COVID 19 pandemic happened, there were people that could work from home. But the people that work from home, the office were plenty more. But because of the whole COVID 19 pandemic, all of the people that usually work from the office have to work from the home. We are asked to stay at home, but we can still be connected. It is important to get information about this virus, the symptoms, how we can avoid it, and many more. We can go to school, but there is Google Meet, Zoom, Google Class, Alena, etc. All that stuff is part of technology, right?
That's right. Thank you, Nisa. What an excellent opinion. During this COVID-19 pandemic, what kind of effect has it related to the use of technology, especially the internet? I think it would be nice for us to know about this. Safina, could you give us data regarding this?
Regarding to this COVID-19 pandemic, from the New York Times posted on 7 April 2020, the virus changed the way we internet. From this, we can reveal that people are looking to connect and entertain themselves. People spending more time for online. It was evidenced by the increasing of websites visitation since 15 January to 24 March, such as Facebook increased 27%, Netflix 16%, YouTube 15%, Twitch.tv 20%, Nextdoor.com 73%, Western Globe 100%, New York Times 65%. That's it, the data. Nadila.
Right, thank you, Safina. Thank you for the data that you provided. Let's move to different aspects, shall we? How about people who feel isolated because of technology? There must be people who feel the opposite, right?
Yes, that's right. There are people who feel isolated. But I think more people or the majority of people feel connected by technology. People who feel isolated are because they do not have any friends to chat with and they struggle to communicate with other people.
And how to overcome that problem?
Well, we could say that it depends on the person. If they try to be a good communicator, they will not feel isolated. But we have to help them too. For example, try to communicate with those people who feel isolated so that they do not feel alone. Because I think that people who feel isolated could not initiate conversation. So we have to initiate the conversation first.
Okay, then. So, does technology really connect us or isolate us then? Safina, could you provide any data that could clear our confusion?
Yes, I found data from American Psychological Association posted on May 2019. The link between loneliness and technology. One study of older adults by Michigan State University found that social technology use, including email, Facebook, or Skype, was linked to lower levels of loneliness, better self-rated health, and fewer chronic illness and also depressive symptoms. Other research has shown, however, that among young adults, decreasing time spent on social media can actually reduce feelings of loneliness, according to a study by University of Pennsylvania. Anyway, one thing experts do agree on is that technology is changing the way we are interacting socially. The difference in its effect seems to lie in how it's used, says University of Chicago psychologist Louis Hockley. That's all, Nadyla.
All right, thank you, Safinah, for the data. How about you, Alula? What do you think about this? Do you have anything to say regarding this?
I'm listening and taking a note so that we can have a clear result related to these discussions. If I have an idea or something unclear, I will interrupt. Don't worry, Nadyla. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak.
How about you, Triana?
Well, I don't think I have anything to say. I prefer to be silent so that my observation will be precise. So I can evaluate the discussion precisely at the end. You can go back to talking about our topic. Thank you very much.
All right, to mention it. So back to discussion. Feeling isolated must be uncomfortable, right? So what do you have to do when we feel isolated? Nissa?
In my opinions, we can connect ourselves through the internet. We can watch TV to get information that we need, for example, news. We can also communicate with friends through social media. Does it? Try to interact with people or ask for help when you feel depressed.
Sorry, can I interrupt? I would
Of
like to
course.
ask Nissa, would you repeat your opinion again if you do not mind? I did not fully understand.
Okay, Lula. In my opinion, we can connect ourselves through internet like chatting through WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, surfing on the Instagram, tweet about anything on Twitter, find any information on CNN, watch some TED Talks, and else. We can watch TV to get information that we need. For example, on news channels such as Metro TV, TV One, or any television channel that has news programs. You know, try to interact with people or ask for help when you feel depressed. Did you get it?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Nissa.
No problem.
Okay, that now that everything is clear, I think that we would like to know if there are any studies or facts that Safina had about this matter, about what should people do to feel more connected when they feel isolated, and do you have any suggestions?
About suggestion, an article from AbilityNet posted on 22 June 2020, How to Use Technology to Reduce Social Isolation. It is related with what Nissa said. It told technology has a vital role to play in terms of tackling this isolation. Some ways technology can help are by connect with loved ones using technology, listen to the radio, join an online community, do some volunteering, keep an eye on loved ones in a way that's non-intrusive, and also free technology to combat loneliness. That's the suggestion I have, Nadyla.
Okay, thank you for the data that you provided, Safina. Well, what about you, Nisa? Do you think there are any activities besides what Safina already mentioned that we can do to erase or get rid of the isolated feeling? Nisa?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Besides what Savannah already mentioned, activities that we can do to erase or get rid of the isolated feeling are simple. First, post or share positive content in social media so that people can get inspired. Second, build a good online relationship with people. Third, be more aware of offensive content and not to share hoax, things that are related to racism, etc. Fourth, be more wise and thoughtful when using technology. Fifth, talk to someone when you feel isolated by technology and talk to a professional when you cannot take the isolated feeling more. And the last six, balancing the use of technology because too much is never good.
Wow, that is brilliant. Thank you, Nisa. Before we reach the end of the discussion, I think we would like to hear the summary from the whole discussion. Alula?
Yes, Dila. But first, let me tell you that this is such an amazing discussion. Okay, let's go to the summary that I've written before. As Nadyla has said in the beginning of our discussion, the topic of our discussion today is, does technology connect us more or isolate us more? And why do we feel that way? Nissa had an amazing opinion regarding our topic today. She said that technology connects us more to the world. For example, with social media such as WhatsApp and Instagram, because of the technology, Nissa told us that such movement like Black Lives Matter could occur. Also, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic where people must work from home and connect with people, in the data that Safinah had, it also states that during the pandemic, visitation rates on websites have been increasing. But even after that, there are people who feel isolated with the technology, just like Nisa said before. And Nisa also added to her opinion that it depends on the person. People who feel isolated are usually the one who cannot initiate conversations. The data that Safina provides told us that technology does connect us more and could lower loneliness and depression symptoms. I have summarized some of the follow-up action to help get rid of the feeling of isolation that Nisa and Safina provided before, such as join an online community, listen to the radio, be more wise and thoughtful when using technology, and talk to the professionals if you cannot take the isolated feeling anymore. I think that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Alula, all right. Now that I think this is the time for Triana to evaluate our discussion based on her observation. Triana? Hello? Triana, could you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Thanks,
All right.
Nadyla, for the opportunity to talk. First of all, the discussion was going well. Everyone is involved to the discussion. According to my observation, I think Nadyla led this discussion very well so that the other participants could get a chance or could get an opportunity to talk. Nadyla could take control over the discussion, which is very good because if there's no leader who led this discussion, then the discussion would be mess up its purpose. Nadyla also had a good behavior in terms of her position. What I mean by that is that she was not rude or offensive or sarcastic or condescending, etc. She portrayed herself as a good communicator. Communicator. Thank you very much, Nadyla. Next, in my opinion, Safina provided the complete data or facts that we need related to the topic of this discussion. She participated actively in the discussion. That's all, and that's all. Okay, then I like the way Nisa answered Nadila's question and statement. She was a good discussion member since she can communicate very well and so that the discussion runs smoothly and naturally. She also did her best in this discussion. Good job. Moreover, Alula did a great job. She could make a summary that covers everything in the discussion. She presented the result clearly and easy to be understood. That's what good note taker focus on. Note taker is very crucial here. I couldn't imagine the discussion without a note taker. So, assuming that my observation is correct, I believe that we all did a great job. The discussion ran pretty well, and we have got the result and the follow up activities. Thank you for your hard work. I appreciate it a lot, although there was a little problem with the connection, but I think this is a successful discussion. Thank you very much. Back to Nadyla.
All right, thank you, Triana, for your observation. We really appreciate it. Also, everyone, I think this is the end of our discussion. Thanks to everyone who participated in this discussion. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.